Hey man, hope everybody doing all right, man. As y'all see by the title, you know I ain't finna take too much of y'all time up, man. But as y'all see by the title, yeah, we finna get into it, man. Hope everybody doing all right. Let's get into it.
Police say the four offenders were traveling in a stolen red Kia and they were looking for people to victimize. They allegedly committed multiple crimes before ambushing Officer Preston.
If I call up Scoom, he call it a mob. We treat the J test, which is place that hot shit.
That's some of the back right there.
Free my little brother, MTV Scoom.
Yeah, that's him right there. Tied up like a motherfucker. 1,000 years. 1,000 motherfucking years is crazy. I can't even lie. That's worse than this. That's worse than. Hold on. We finna get back into the video, but before we do, man, I just want to say, man, if y'all want to keep seeing these videos, man, follow this page right here. Follow this page right here, and follow this last page right here. These are all three of my pages right here, man. And man, follow them up, man. Let's get it. Let's run it up, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Let's get back into the video. Man, Big U sentence, bro. Big U got 600 years.
Everybody knows who Bloodhound Q50 is, but what many do not know is that his little brother was making headlines in the news a year before Lil Jeff and Q50 blew up worldwide. His little brother went by MTV Scoom or Mari Scoom. Now there's some debate if he is Q50's real brother, as in Trapalo Ross's video on Q50 he states they don't have the same mom, but could possibly have the same dad. Or this could just be his little homie that he calls little bro or little brother, like many other people close in neighborhoods do across the country. Scoom is from the set on the east side called MTV, residing mostly on 79th and Vernon. MTV's older members, Cash and Chino, were some of the first Bloodhound members alongside with other members from Drill City who also reside on 79th. Scoom hung out with other members from his area his age, like rapper Lil Munchie, who Scoom shot his only music video with, as well as a kid named Spida and a kid named Lil Dub. Spida can actually be seen on video posted to MTV Cash's Instagram story, pressing Spida asking where he is from before hitting him a few times after Spider claimed he was from MTV. Others in the background step in and tell him to just talk to him instead and that he wants to be MTV.
Hey, so y'all breaking niggas around. Where the fuck you from?
Where you from, Spider?
Okay, chill out. Hey, I'm not playing. Hey, where you from? Where you from? Hey, stop talking.
Oh, you said stop talking in short.
You just said MTV.
He want to be MTV, bro. Talk to him.
Talk to him. Talk to him.
Talk to him.
You can tell the way Spida was looking up at Cash that Spida was really just still a kid and just wanted to be accepted by somebody.
Oh, bro.
Lil Munchie and others always rep Spida and Lil Dub, renaming their group of guys their age Spidaway and Dub City, because in November of 2022, tragedy would strike for the younger members of MTV. 16-year-old Robert Davidson, or Lil Dub, was found shot to death in the 400 block of East 80th Chatham neighborhood, Southside, on November 23, 2022. He was a passenger in a stolen Kia and is believed to be a part of the crew who had taken part in an attempted armed carjacking of a female who had a concealed carry license. Another suspect, Jakari Clark, 17, was shot and died 5 days later. The female victim was also wounded defending herself. Jakari Clark, or Spida, his mother, would start at GoFundMe raising over $5,000 for her son's funeral, as well as posting a long heartfelt message saying that her baby was in a coma for 5 days after being shot in the head, but sadly did not make it. Scoom and Lil Munchie losing two close friends was a big loss to them, and you think this would be a lesson to not rob random people, because in a city like Chicago, you never know who may be carrying a firearm and is ready to defend themselves. This would not be the case, because no more than a few months later, another attempted robbery would take place at the hands of Scoom and Munchie, and tragedy would strike again.
4 people are now charged with first-degree murder in the shooting death of Chicago police officer Ariana Preston. Police say the group had been on a crime spree before killing the officer. Fox 32's Joni Lum joins us live from police headquarters with the latest. Joni?
Hello, Sylvia. Investigators had to work through their sorrow, and they say that community involvement helped them to make arrests and stop a crime spree that victimized women alone before it ended with the fatal shooting of Officer Preston. The offenders are teens, 19-year-old Travell Breland, 19-year-old Joseph Brooks, 18-year-old Jaquan Buchanan, and a 16-year-old male. Police say at least 2 of them shot at Officer Ariana Preston when she was returning home from work at 1:42 a.m.
How old was she?
at Officer Ariana Preston when she was returning home from work at 1:42 a.m. Saturday. Police say the four offenders were traveling in a stolen red Kia and they were looking for people to victimize. They allegedly committed multiple crimes before ambushing Officer Preston.
What?
Early Saturday morning, 4 offenders pulled up in a stolen vehicle. The offenders quickly exited the vehicle and ran towards Officer Preston while armed. An offender fired at Officer Preston, who returned fire. The offenders continued to shoot Officer Preston, and offenders stole Officer Preston's weapon before all offenders fled the scene in a stolen vehicle.
The fatal shooting of Officer Preston was the last of a string of robberies that night, as they stole a car, multiple phones, belts, and wallets. All items stole at gunpoint, with the red Kia they stole being set into flames after unaliving Officer Preston. Multiple shots were fired at Officer Preston, striking her in the face and neck. Officer Preston was able to fire 2 shots back, but it was not enough to get the offenders away from her. As she lay bleeding out on the sidewalk, one of the offenders ran up and stole the dying officer's weapon off of her. The 14 arrested was only 16 years old at the time and is named Jalen Fraser. Jalen turns out to be none other.
Damn, this nigga 16, bro. Bro, that's what I be saying, bro. These niggas be looking old as hell, bro. This nigga look like he at least 22. And that's why I say tattoos, bro. Tattoos make you look older than you think. You know what I'm saying? If I ain't have this hand tattoo, this tattoo right here, or this neck, I would look like, shit, I probably still look my age. Shit, I probably look like 16 though. Try to get that facial hair. But nah, but all this though. If he ain't had tattoos, he'll probably like 15, bro. His regular age. But this nigga look like he 22, 23 something, bro. The tattoos make you look way older than you supposed to, fam.
Than MTV Scoom.
Oh, kids.
After the shooting, Scoom would brag on the phone to a friend that was his work, but later in the conversation would say Brooks is the one that fired back and killed her. Scoom claims he stayed in the car when the other 3 got out and Brooks shot and unalived the officer. The friend on the phone with Scoom would go to the police soon after the call. Scoom, already at 16 years old, had a long extensive criminal history, being arrested for the first time at 13 years old and put on probation for robbery. While on probation,
You get arrested at 13? His first arrest was in 2019, was 13. He served 4 years probation while on probation for robbery. He was arrested multiple times for weapons offenses, with armed robbery and having a stolen car. He spent too much time in juvenile detention.
Scoom would continue to rack up more charges, including robberies, weapons, and stolen cars. Scoom and Munchie, not too long before their arrest, actually started rapping and released a music video titled Switches, a song filled with violent and gang-related lyrics. Scoom would also drop an audio for a solo song called Quick Message. In every song, they let it be known that they are up to no good and not to be played with, dissing ops, police, and even showing an arsenal of weapons.
Fuck all of school, he come with a mob. Man, the streets, we treat the J, that squish the place, that hot shit left from Bay like clay. We left that pussy on the A. Bitch, I get violent, they like that Scoom, me blinking a while. I keep shooting till I hit sirens, keep rolling clay, that boy got me stuck.
In 2024, Scoom would start to get more mainstream love, as Q50 from time to time would post Scoom on his Instagram story, calling for his release.
Yeah.
Scoom, even before being locked up at 16, already had a bunch of face tattoos, including a 7.62 bullet used to shoot Dracos, the same tattoo his older homie Bloodhound Jeff would get tatted on his face a year later. Bloodhound Jeff would actually name a song called Free MTV Scoom on his mixtape, while Q50 in the outro of a song would actually call for the release of his little brother.
Free my little brother, MTV Scoom. Oh, first grade.
The city of Chicago is crazy. With so many unsolved murders, kids and teens growing up really believe that it's a free-for-all and that rules don't apply to them. But what many fail to realize is when you harm an innocent civilian, or even a police officer, those crimes are going to go to the top of the priority list for law enforcement. If Scoom and Munchie would have learned their lesson by losing 2 friends trying to rob someone, they could have avoided this situation completely and still been out pursuing a rap career. As of April 2025, all 4 are still fighting this case and are facing life in prison without the possibility of parole. Which they are actually lucky, considering that Illinois does not have the death penalty, which definitely could be a possibility when you go out and unalive a police officer. Let this be a lesson to the youth.
No, for real, let this be a lesson to the youth, bro. I ain't gonna lie. If him, if the dude in Q50 was literally in the streets, bro. Ooh, him, Lil Jeff, and this dude. It would have been World War III in that motherfucker, boy. Nigga, first arrest was at 13, so you know he was with whatever. Especially if you know, let's say he looked up to Lil Jeff, bro. Oh yeah, it was up, bro. It was up if them three was in the street, boy. Them niggas was demons. And demons, nigga. Demons. Nigga, that's all I can give it to you, nigga. They said it was demons. Every single one of them said it was demons. But Jeff said he said it was a demon. Yeah, he said he was a demon. He said he was a demon. Q50 said he a demon. He said he going to hell. This nigga a demon. He caught a body. Hey, these niggas crazy, man. RP to everybody in this video, though, bro. Hey, bro, don't follow these routes, man. Don't follow these routes. So I can tell you right here, bro. This the route that you don't want to go. Take it from here. You see everything that's going on in this video? Do not follow this route. If you're in the streets, this is where you're going to end up at, bro. You end up in jail or dead, bro. Keep it real with you. I'm going to keep it real with you. I'm going to tell you this every time. This is not where you want to end up at, bro. You don't want to end up serving a life sentence. You can't be able to see your friends, homies, or none of that no more. It's not where you want to go. This is not the way, twin. It's not the way.